Hey guys, welcome to E-Man's Movie Reviews. I'm E-Man, and sometimes I mime for kids' birthday parties. I don't do it for the money because, hell, I barely get paid anything as it is. I do it because it's always just so much fun to see the disappointment in the kids' faces when they see that their parents hired a mime for their birthday rather than a clown or a magician. This week, I'm going to be reviewing the movie Equilibrium, which was made in 2002 by Mr. Kurt Wimmer. Now, Christian Bale is definitely in my top 10 list of favorite actors. He's dedicated, he has a lot of discipline, and he puts his body through transformation after transformation after transformation, back to back, and barely gives his body enough time to know what the hell is going on. Not only that, but his accent is so well tuned in all of his films that you would never be able to tell that he's actually British. Which, by the way, he really is. He gets into each character in all of his films so completely, and his technique is definitely something to be admired. In this epic drama, Christian Bale plays a man who has cerebral palsy and has to be taken care of by other people, because otherwise he would die. In this sad and heartbreaking story, he develops a musical ear and learns to compose amazing orchestras and symphonies with the help of his nurse, played by Emily Watson, who writes down all of the notes for him. His music is very harmonic and melodic, and he manages to balance the sound from every instrument really well, something which has never really been done before. Emily convinces him to release his work to the public, which he was reluctant to do at first, telling her that his music is just for him and it's his way of expressing himself, and that no one else would truly understand it. But, wouldn't you know, his music becomes popular and gets sent out to multiple concert halls and is then played around the world, and everyone wants to find out more about the man behind the music. He, of course, refuses to reveal himself, since he is ashamed of his condition, and refuses to ever be seen in public. Emily leaves him, telling him that if he cannot accept himself, she can't accept him either. Another nurse replaces her and takes care of him, but he stops composing music since Emily was his muse, and so he goes into a deep state of depression. After a failed suicide attempt, he realizes that life is nothing without her, and decides that he must get her back. Through painstaking effort, he learns to accept himself, and does the interview that everyone has been waiting for, which gets broadcast to each corner of the globe, finally revealing himself to the world. During the interview, he keeps his composure as best as he can, answers a barrage of questions, and then right before the interview ends, he looks directly at one of the cameras and says that he lost the best thing that he had in life, Emily, and that he loves her and needs her back because his music cannot exist unless she's in his life by his side. Emily sees the interview and comes back to him, and his inspiration for music returns, and then they get married. I rate this movie a solid 10 out of 10. This movie was one of the greatest pieces of cinema ever made. Christian Bale is able to become the character so convincingly, and your heart just breaks from the moment the movie begins till the really emotional scene where he confesses his love for her at the end. It's just such an incredible movie, and Christian Bale is just such an incredible actor. He forever has my respect and gratitude. So, if you guys haven't seen this movie, then please, go see it. It's going to hurt, but it's going to hurt in the best kind of way, and your soul will feel invigorated. And for those of you who don't have a soul, well, you're in luck because this movie will give you one. I can guarantee that. And for those of you who have already seen this movie, then you know as well as I do that once isn't enough. Unless it's watching this movie once a week for the rest of your life, then and only then are you doing this movie justice, as well as giving your soul the best kind of medicine that it truly needs. I'll see you guys next week.
Boom, boom, boom.